Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCOY is brought to you in part by Union State Bank, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales, Central Office Service and Supply, Bruna Implement, Twin Valley, Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Belleville, and Concordia, and Old EC Farms.
And from Minneapolis, we say good evening and welcome to Lady Tiger Basketball. Clay Center taking on the Minneapolis Lions here tonight as the NCKL goes in to face the NCAA. Rocky Downing along with Walt Wallace with us this evening. We also have back at the studio our engineer Chase Elliott. The Clay Center Lady Tigers coming off a win on Friday night at home against the Chapman Irish in league, and now trying to back it up with a night here on the road against the Minneapolis Lions. It's a 5-2 Lions team. This should really be a good matchup. It'll be the quickness of Minneapolis, Larry, against maybe the size of Clay Center, and maybe the pace of this game could decide a whole lot what happens down the stretch.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to watching the Lady Tigers because I didn't get to see last week's games, and I'll obviously watch them in December, but it's been about a month since I see them, and now's when they really kind of start putting together who they are. You know, they've had those games, and then they've got the practice time over the break, and now they got a couple more games under their belt, and now it's kind of start to get it together and start pushing through the league and toward postseason.
And a little healthier as far as getting everybody back. We know Allie Wright has returned to the team, had a chance to play a couple of JV games, a little bit of varsity on Friday. We know that right now everybody's at full complement, although, as I was telling you on the way down, and Coach Edwards talked about it during pregame, Lauren Williams cracked her tailbone taking a charge. It wasn't called a charge, as Coach Edwards said Friday night against Chapman. She practiced yesterday, and he came to her afterwards, and you probably heard the interview, but he said, so what do you think? And it was like, what are you asking? I'm playing basketball. It's my senior year. So it's kind of a gutty leadership you like to have from your seniors.
Yeah, and it's one of those injuries that can't get any worse, so you can play through it. It's just how much pain you can take. So good for her to want to be out there and go through it. That's just, mark of a good senior leader.
Clay Center comes off a win in league, while Minneapolis comes off of a loss to Southeast Saline in their last outing. And Minneapolis has scored 50-plus 5 different times this season. They've won all those games. By the way, they've lost a couple. Now, they scored it well against Southeast Saline. They were held almost nothing against Republic County, but they love to get out and go. They want to push the basketball. They want to score points. And Coach Edwards would love to see this game be more of a pace that is in the low 40s. Clay Center's offense, he'd love to keep Minneapolis down somewhere in the 30s.
Well, it sounds like if everything holds to what's going on in the past, we keep them under 50 and we win this game. So that's the goal right now.
We'll take a timeout. More on pregame. A look at some of the numbers these two teams bring in. Clay Center on the road at Minneapolis. Lady Tiger basketball pregame continues next.
Grasshopper takes the work out of mowing. Trim under and around obstacles quickly and make effortless turns with a Grasshopper front mount mower. Make mowing and maintenance even easier with the Powerfold deck. Change cutting height as you mow. And when you're finished, fold up the deck for space-saving transport and easy maintenance. Grasshopper's quick converter system makes it easy to attach all sorts of implements to, including brooms, dozer blades, even snow throwers. Visit grasshoppermower.com to learn more or stop by Bruna Implement to see for yourself.
Save time and gas and easily deposit checks from the comfort of your home. United Bank & Trust is pleased to offer our newest mobile banking feature, Mobile Deposit. There's no need to make that extra trip to the bank to deposit a check. Simply endorse, click, and submit your check image for deposit. Speak with your local branch representative on qualification details on how to apply Mobile Deposit. United Bank & Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC. Mobile remote deposits functional on iPhone and Android apps only. Data rates may apply. Check with your mobile phone carrier for details.
Anywhere people gather are breeding grounds for germs. To demonstrate, my assistant Roscoe is wearing this lovely germ costume.
I look ridiculous!
True, but it's a very effective visual aid. At Central Office Service and Supply, we've got the products you need to keep your office or classroom from turning into a germ factory. Like 2-ply facial tissues in a 30-box carton on sale for $27.79. Or how about hand sanitizer and disinfecting wipes all on sale?
Phew!
See, that's just what we're trying to prevent at Central Office in Clay Center.
Farmway Co-op is seeking applicants for a full-time tender driver at the Clay Center location. Duties include nurse truck operation and maintenance, filling anhydrous and liquid trailers, maintenance of facilities while working with high-tech equipment. Preference given to applicants with a current CDL. Hazmat endorsement required or the ability to obtain. Farmway offers competitive wages, excellent benefits, and is an EOE. Deadline January 16th. Call Tammy at 785-738-0794 or visit farmwaycoop.com.
Back once again into Minneapolis. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First off, with the Clay Center Lady Tigers, they'll be introducing both teams here in just a little bit. Lady Tigers will have, we mentioned Lauren Williams, a 5'4" senior who's averaging 7.5 points. She had a couple of threes on Friday night against Chapman, almost 2 boards and 2 assists per game for the senior. Macy Franson, 5'9", a senior as well. They start all 5 seniors tonight. The Lady Tiger swing guard who can play inside and out. Franson averaging almost 10 a game, 2.7 rebounds per contest. Then you go down with Mac Edmondson around the perimeter. She's a 5'6" senior. She is averaging over 3 points or 2 points a game and 1.5 rebounds per contest, 1.5 assists per game as well. Emily Ebert, a 5'8" senior, 2.3 points, 4 boards. And Macy Diekman, 5'11", a senior down inside the lane, averaging 6.5 points per contest, over 5 rebounds per game, had a 7-rebound performance on Friday. Right now, before the lineups are introduced, we'll pause for anthem. Back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
Your chance to stock up on featured grocery items are in the Wow Bins at Ray's Apple Market, and they're spread out throughout the store to catch your attention wherever you are. From dry soup mixes and sports drinks to snack items and canned goods, you'll find great savings in the Wow Bins. Stock the pantry with the variety of grocery items you'll want to have on hand. Ray's Apple Market continues to help you stretch your budget and save you money. Ray's Apple Market, your town, your store.
Come home to Twin Valley, the company you trust for all your entertainment services. Twin Valley has the fastest high-speed internet, the newest digital TV, wireless phones, security services, and much more. Twin Valley services outperform the competition for less money every month, and it's easy to switch over. Call their office and speak with a customer service representative to find out how you can get Twin Valley for all your communication and entertainment needs. Twin Valley, one company, one call, your call.
Central Valley Ag wants to help you get the most out of your irrigation investment with Aqua Systems Water Management. Ag Information Manager Trevor Smith tells us it starts with a moisture probe buried in your field.
It's a 48-inch PVC pipe that has sensors every 4 inches that read the soil moisture.
No more over or under watering. Talk to your CVA field sales agronomist for details.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
Do you ever get tired of waiting for your monthly bank statements to show up in your mailbox? Sign up for our new e-statements at Union State Bank and receive your monthly statement as soon as it's ready. With our new e-statements, you gain a more secure way of checking your monthly transactions and the added convenience of being able to check your statements anywhere that you have internet access. Plus, you'll be helping us to go green by processing less paper each month. Call or come in to our convenient locations to get signed up for e-statements today. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
As the lineups are announced here in Minneapolis, we'll give you a look at what these two teams will go head-to-head with. The leading scorer for Minneapolis, Lindsay Shoup. Wonk, you asked earlier before the game how many Mortimers can they be as we looked at some of the rosters on both the boys and girls teams. Shoup also a name we've seen here in Minneapolis for a long, long time. She has led the way, and she scored some big numbers, 25-plus at least once, 20-plus 3 different times this season. So she is someone you have to keep an eye on and keep away from really getting to the basket a lot of times. She's a 5'7" junior. Again, not real big. 5'9" senior Kennedy Allison. Jadra Lott is a 5'8" senior. We've seen her name in the scoring column a bunch this season. 5'9" and a junior is Shea Allison. And 5'4" senior Grace Peters. The starting lineup for Minneapolis. We gave you the Lady Tigers, how they'll start. Williams, Franson, Edmondson, Ebert, and Diekman. That's 5'4", 5'9", 5'6", 5'8", 5'11", and all 5 are seniors for the Lady Tigers to start tonight's basketball game. Play Center, Minneapolis. The tip-off is just around the corner. Stay with us. We'll have that tip next.
Grasshopper takes the work out of mowing. Trim under and around obstacles quickly and make effortless turns with a Grasshopper front mount mower. Make mowing and maintenance even easier with the Powerfold deck. Change cutting height as you mow. And when you're finished, fold up the deck for space-saving transport and easy maintenance. Grasshopper's quick converter system makes it easy to attach all sorts of implements to, including brooms, dozer blades, even snow throwers. Visit grasshoppermower.com to learn more or stop by Bruna Implement to see for yourself.
It is with pride and integrity that Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement serves the area. Customers have full confidence in their work and the products they provide. They take pride in turning homes back into the showplaces they once were. Geisler Roofing has built a reputation on quality and customer service by the professionalism they display and the experience that results in customer satisfaction. Call for a no-hassle estimate for roofing, siding, and windows at 1-800-783-3360.
Lady Tigers on the floor, and they're visiting black with the orange trim. Minneapolis at home in the white. They will have the blue and red trim as they get set to work here at home against Clay Center. And the opening tip-off, it will be Macy Franson who squares off against Shea Allison. And we are underway here from Minneapolis. Quickly down the floor is the Lions. It's a missed shot on the lane left side. Emily Ebert clears the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Lauren Williams will bring it up and look at a man-to-man by Minneapolis. Williams just across the timeline goes at the top of the key to Diekman. Macy right side to Franson. Well beyond the circle, now goes deep and left to Lauren Williams. Play center has it spread out right now against the Lions man-to-man. Diekman and Ebert down in the post. They go high post to Macy. She'll swing it left baseline to Mac Edmondson. Back out top Williams. To the right side, Franson. She'll attack the lane all the way to the window. The lane is good. And the Lady Tigers have an early strike from the Cobra on a drive right side. It's 2-0. Left sideline with the basketball is going to be Kennedy Allison. She's caught in the corner by Franson. Long skip pass goes across the Lindsay Shoup. She'll pull the trigger for three. No good. Rebound weak side. And that is Macy Franson. Something Coach Edwards talks about is the fact they have to drop on the weak shot on defense. They've lost some offensive boards. That time Franson in perfect position. To the high post they go to Diekman. Macy squares it up. Right side wing is Ebert. To the corner right for Franson. Macy back outside and deep to Williams. Lawrence will go back to Franson. Lawrence goes back to Franson on the right side, down to the baseline, caught in a trap. In some trouble, will throw it off of Grace Peters right on the sideline, and Clay Center will keep it out of bounds, and Williams will inbound.
That was a strong move by Macy last time. She got the baseline and finished it.
Catch and no hesitation either as she took it toward the lane and finished it off with a fingertip roll. It's 2-0. Clay Center the lead. Williams out deep. High post it comes to Ebert. Emily right side wing. Edmondson just inside the arc for two is strong. Rebound battled for inside. Diekman got a hand to it, but Shea Allison brings it down for Minneapolis. Lions in transition. Shoup all the way to the paint. Bumped away by Ebert. Picked back up by Shoup and then shoveled outside to Peters. They'll bring it left side on the wing now to Allison. She works against Franson. Backdoor look down low for Shea Allison. Her shot is strong. Weak side board, though, comes off to Jade Verlot. Lindsay Shoup has it now for Minneapolis, so they get a couple of opportunities on this trip down with the offensive board. Play center in a man-to-man. Both teams thus far. Ebert is still inside. They tried to lob it low, and Emily Ebert cut off the passing lane. Play center with a 2-0 lead and the basketball back in their possession. Williams met by Peters at the timeline. It tipped away for a moment, but Lauren gets it back now off to Ebert. She'll ball fake it, starts a drive, kick out deep to Lauren Williams. Right side on the wing, beyond arc is Edmondson. He'll bring it outside now to Franson. Macy looks low, not there. Edmondson right wing. 5.5 to work in this opening period. Ebert, good catch in traffic out top. Williams, 2-ball up, just short. Rebound to Ebert, right back up. Oh, flash won't go. Here's Edmondson one more try. She'll be fouled. That is 2 offensive rebounds for the Lady Tigers. Ebert, muscle board early. Edmondson, good position on the weak side on the second one, and she's at the stripe to shoot 2 now.
It's 2 strong moves. The Emily one, that just rolled off. But a good rebound by Mack. She scores a first free throw.
Edmondson from the stripe knocks it down, averaging just over 2 points a ball game. So Clay Center with a 3-0 start, almost 3 minutes into this first period, and Edmondson drains them both. 4-0, Lady Tigers. Shoup down court, right wing and deep to Peters. Back to Shoup, starts a dribble drive, lobs it low, and it's taken away by Macy Diekman. Ebert stole one earlier, same type of play. Diekman takes this one away. Franson right and deep with the basketball. Deeper on the point, it goes to Diekman, and now around left they swing it to Williams. Lauren outside to Franson, right back off to Edmondson, now left again to Williams. They give it out top to Diekman. Right side wing is Edmondson. Mack fakes it low toward Ebert, trying to post. They go opposite corner. Franson, ball fakes it, drives, hangs at the free throw line. No, rebound. Diekman back up, can't get it down. Rebound batted to the baseline. That's off of play center. Emily Ebert battling for the offensive board and knocks it out of bounds. It goes back to Minneapolis. Diekman, big offensive carom as well. Center, 4 or 5 offensive rebounds already. And a couple that time. Yeah, 5 already in this opening quarter. 4:36 to work. They lead it here 4-0. Meanwhile, they have kept Minneapolis for the most part off the offensive glass. Here's a shot, right elbow on its way by Allison. It is going to be a foul down low. Suck it good. Basket in, but I think the foul goes against Minneapolis, and Clay Center will have possession back. So they count the bucket. It was off before the contact. Foul was called down inside against Minneapolis. The Lions have their first points. Clay Center will now face full court pressure. Now, obviously, Minneapolis wants to full court press. They have to make buckets to do so, and they got that one in immediately with full court pressure on. Edmondson in the backcourt to Emily Ebert. Couple of dribbles, lobs it up court, tips, nearly taken away, and now it is. And a reach-in foul is going to be called against Matt Edmondson, trying to get it back on the pass that was tipped and taken away. So it'll be the first foul against Clay Center. 2 has been whistled against the Lions thus far. Nearing the midway point of the first period, the Lady Tigers lead it 4-2. Right side wing, lob down inside the paint. It's taken away again by Ebert. Initially defended by Diekman, it got through the hands of Shea Allison. And Emily Ebert gets her second steal down in the paint. Clay Center has it back with a 2-point lead. Diekman out top, guarded by Allison. Left on the wing is Franson. Macy squares the 3 ball. It's strong. Edmondson saves it back in, but no one there to get it before it heads out of bounds on the sideline. And Mackenzie Allison is in for the Lady Lions. And here, Allison will try to keep you sorted. There's Shea, Kennedy, and McKenzie, and they've all seen the floor already for Minneapolis. Clay Center also brings in Courtney Hamill along with Caitlin Bonenblest. Franson, Edmondson, and Williams on the floor. It's 4-2. Clay Center the lead by a couple. Lindsay Shoup drives the lane all the way to the glass. The lane is good. This tight ball game here at 4-4. Lindsay Shoup took it in and took it strong. It's 4-4. Clay Center against pressure. Bonenblest in the backcourt. Double team, bounce pass through to Williams. Lauren across the timeline, down to the baseline, Edmondson. Bounce pass to the paint. She had Bonenblest coming strong, but Edmondson shuffled the feet before she got the pass away. Good idea, just could not keep that pivot foot from moving before she made the pass to the lane. Clay Center threw a little bit of a pressure. Now Shoup drives the paint, and a blocking foul against the Lady Tigers on the drive by Shoup. They said coming in, they love to push it, but you got to keep it away from the glass. And Shoup got a bucket earlier. This time bumped to the floor and slow to get up. Still down. Got a coach coming out to check her out. But I've been watching her a little bit. She's, I believe, left-handed, but you can't tell for sure because she's pretty ambidextrous, and she's got a good crossover, which if you do have one of those are pretty hard to stop. 4-4 tie. They are attending to Lindsay Shoup on the floor right now. So we'll take this time out. We're back with more Lady Tiger basketball in a moment.
The Northeast Kansas First Trials are in, and the Oldie Seed 2414 Corn Hybrid takes first place with an impressive 208.6 bushel performance, outperforming 35 other hybrids in 4 locations. And if you're concerned about managing risk this season, ask about our new Drought Guard hybrids that are delivering record yields. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555. That's 877-692-4555.
Shoup was able to get up and leave the floor under her own accord, and the Lady Lions inbounding got a pretty good look from Kennedy Allison, but she missed. The rebound down to Clay Center, and now in the front court, Minneapolis commits their third foul. Both these teams aggressive with the basketball, but also aggressive on the defensive end. That's the second foul called against Jadra Watt, so she will be working with 2 fouls against. Ebert has it for Clay Center just inside the top of the key arc. Puts a couple of dribbles down, gets it outside and deep to Williams. 3 minutes to go first quarter, tied at 4. High post Ebert. Back corner look, it comes to Williams. Lauren out top for Franson. She'll dribble penetrate to the lane and fouled. Blocking foul, they say, on the floor. 4th team foul against Minneapolis. Clay Center has it on the baseline. And Macy Franson, I think she's been able to
drive 3 or 4 times. Now, Minneapolis is playing man-to-man, but you can tell they're a little bit worried about our bigs because it's not an in-your-face man-to-man. It's kind of give you a little bit of room man-to-man and kind of protect the middle a little bit. But Macy's done a good job driving the basketball.
Williams from the baseline, left of the glass, the pass to Ebert, off the mark, and then taken away by Allison. Down floor, nearly taken by Ebert. It's gathered back in by Kennedy Allison. Now across right, Shoup is back in there. Good to see she's unharmed after the spill she took earlier down on the baseline. Here's a drive by Peters, cut off by Macy Branson. Now outside, ball loose for a moment, and Clay Center trying to extend their man-to-man defense on the perimeter just a little bit more. 2:20 to work, tied at 4. Here's a drive by Peters, wild pass to the outside, and they will say Clay Center tipped that basketball as it went right to Coach Edwards, and out of bounds it stays with Minneapolis. So inbounding to the baseline left is Shoup. Williams on her. Gets toward the paint, leans inside. Lay-in, no. Rebound tip low. Picked up by Shoup, then Peters, then tied up with Courtney Hamill and with Emily Ebert. The arrow does belong to Clay Center, a 4-4 ball game. 2:09 to work first quarter. And Minneapolis committed to driving the lane. Clay Center still going aggressive on the perimeter defensively. And speaking of aggressive, we've mentioned the half-court defense, Walk, where they really kind of packing it in. They aren't in the full court. They love to get out and go.
They're getting after in the full court, and Clay Center's having a little bit of trouble with it. They got some people open down floor, if they can, but it's kind of hard to easy to say looking up here.
And they are really aggressive down the court. Here's Bonenbluss, the drive toward the lane, kick out baseline. Branson, 3-ball transition is strong. The weak side forward comes away to Grace Peters of Minneapolis. Just under 2 minutes left first quarter. We're tied at 4. Shoup, downtown 3-ball. Lefty puts it up and through. Lindsay Shoup has 5. The Lady Tigers trail for the first time. It's a 7-4 ball game. Here's Branson in the backcourt to Courtney Hamill, who uses one dribble and now needs some help. And it's going to be taken away by Shoup, but taken back by Hamill, tipped and picked up by Branson. Now Macy's going to bring it herself. At the timeline, bumped out of bounds, diving attempt by Mackenzie Allison to keep that in play, but did not get to the sideline when he placed in her basketball. Great hustle, though, by the sophomore from Minneapolis. Macy Diekman is back in. Ebert will come off. Bonenbluss, Hamill, Branson, Williams on the court as well for the Lady Tigers, who trail for the first time at 7-4. Branson, high post to Diekman, looks down low. Here's Williams, straight look inside, and a chance at hoop and harm for Lauren Williams. Terrific feed from Macy Diekman. Williams able to finish with the left hand, and I think because of that walk, she got the foul, still able to put it up with the left hand away from the defender and get the chance at hoop and harm.
And a great move, and Clay Center really needed that. They've been stuck on 4 for a long time.
Tied at 7. Williams does miss the free throw. Here's Shoup wide open for 3. You can't leave her alone. She misses here. We have a tie-up on the rebound. No, a reach-in foul on the rebound called against Clay Center in a 7-7 ball game. $1:15 to work here in this first quarter. It'll be Lions basketball on the baseline. 13 foul against Clay Center. The first on Lauren Williams. Lauren Lane is in for Clay Center as Branson will get a breather nearing the end of the opening quarter. Lob out to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper on its way and down by Kennedy Allison, and it's a 9-7 ball game. Clay Center down by a bucket. Full court pressure again by Minneapolis. Over the top, they throw it now. Hamill finds Williams. The run out, the lay-in. She's fouled. She'll get 2 free throws. Lauren Williams will get to the stripe here. You said it earlier, Walt, there's some openings down court, but you've got to be able to see it. Courtney Hamill did that time and put it on the money.
Yeah, and Lauren Williams taking it up strong. Nothing Minneapolis could do to keep her from scoring except foul her, and they did.
So Williams at the stripe makes the first of these 2 free throws. She's now 1 of 2 at the line. She's shooting 50% from the stripe on the year. 5 of 10 coming into the game at the free throw line. Buries both of these. She has 4 points early, and Clay Center has it back to a 9-8 ball game, down by 1 point. Here's a drive by Shoup. Gets to the mid lane, shovels it off down low to Mackenzie Allison, and she knocks it in. 11-8 now. Clay Center down by a triple. 48 to work first quarter. Against pressure, Diekman to Courtney Hamill, who can bring it herself. Now met by Peters into a double team. Stops, trying to get rid of it. In some trouble. Now gets it off to Lauren Lane, who has it left wing deep. and a timeout's going to be taken by the Tigers sideline before we reach the quarter break. 11-8, it's Minneapolis. 5-3, you're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Save time and gas and easily deposit checks from the comfort of your home. United Bank and Trust is pleased to offer our newest mobile banking feature, Mobile Deposit. There's no need to make that extra trip to the bank to deposit a check. Simply endorse, click, and submit your check image for deposit. Speak with your local branch representative on qualification details on how to apply Mobile Deposit. United Bank and Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC. Mobile remote deposits functional on iPhone and Android apps only. Data rates may apply. Check with your mobile phone carrier for details.
34.3 to work first quarter, and it's been an entertaining up and down, a lot of action first quarter. 11-8, Clay Center down by 3,
especially about the last 3 minutes.
We were 4-4 all the way down to about 3 minutes remaining in the first period, and now it's 11-8. Minneapolis the lead. Clay Center out of the timeout, and we've got a miscommunication as Lauren Lane was passing to Macy Diekman, but Diekman cutting, and the ball's going to go out of bounds right back to the Lions. And they lead it by 3 here with 31.2 seconds to work first quarter. Lindsay Shoup will bring it down the floor. She leads all scorers with 5. Dribble drive by the lefty. Kick out to the baseline for Grace Peters. Chill drive. Over Hamill. No good. Rebound weak side. Fontainebleau with 18 left. And Caitlin's going to double dribble with the basketball. She wanted to fire it down court, but in pulling it in to make that pass, it was covered up. And when she put it back down to the floor, she double dribbled. So 11-8, Minneapolis will inbound. Corner left to Shoup. 13 to work. Shoup dribble drive. Put off by Diekman. Looks like she walked with the basketball, not called. Here's Allison for 2. That's Kennedy Allison, who now has 4 points. And Minneapolis has built their lead to 5. With 1 second left, Courtney Hamill from beyond half court leaves it just short. We're headed to quarter 2. The Lady Tigers trailing here in Minneapolis, 13-8 when we return.
How will your wheat crop make it through this winter? It's up to you to give it the best fighting chance and a jump on the spring growing season with a fall fertilizing application. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready with stabilized in 2 forms, field and site-specific variable rate technology, and custom application. With the experience of field specialists Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green, they clearly understand the problems customers face. You can count on Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Anywhere people gather are breeding grounds for germs. To demonstrate, my assistant Roscoe is wearing this lovely germ costume.
I look ridiculous!
True, but it's a very effective visual aid. At Central Office Service and Supply, we've got the products you need to keep your office or classroom from turning into a germ factory. Like 2-ply facial tissues in a 30-box carton on sale for $27.79. Or how about hand sanitizer and disinfecting wipes all on sale?
Chew!
See, that's just what we're trying to prevent at Central Office in Clay Center.
13-8 ball game. Lady Tigers down by a nickel as we go to quarter 2. Minneapolis will open with the basketball. Lions led by Lindsay Shoup's 5, Kennedy Allison's 4. The Lady Tigers 4 from Lauren Williams, 2 each from Casey Franson and Mac Edmondson. Peters to the right corner. Mackenzie Allison. It's knocked away by Macy Diekman, but knocked out of bounds. And Minneapolis will keep the basketball. Up and down ball game, we expect that.
She's kind of the instigator on offense, and she's on the bench right now for Minneapolis, so we'll see if they can get a stop at some point.
Lob toward the lane, shot in the paint off glass. Shea Allison with her first bucket. Clay Center's down by 7, biggest lead for either team. Clay Center started out 4-0 with the advantage, and Minneapolis answering at the end of that first period. Here's Franson right wing and deep. Edmondson, Williams, Ebert, and Diekman out there. Out top it goes to Diekman, off to the top for Edmondson. Back left wing. Williams takes the 3 to the high post is Diekman. Skip right wing to Franson. Macy back outside Edmondson. They'll swing it left for Williams. Just underway in the second quarter. Clay Center down by 7. Edmondson right wing. Here's Franson. Fakes it left, moves right. Now to Diekman. Top of the key, Edmondson. Left side wing, Williams. Back to Mack outside. Now Lauren has it left wing. Right side, Franson. Skip past Williams. Top of the key for Edmondson. High post, Ebert. Looking low. Here's a great look inside. Diekman unable to get it with the left hand down low. It'll be 15-8, still Minneapolis the lead. And down court, Minneapolis threads the needle. Mackenzie Allison will hit inside for 2, and the Lady Tigers find themselves down 9, 17-8, and a timeout taken here on the court. 6:45 to work first half. It's a full timeout. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
At Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, the pharmacists are committed to making sure you understand the instructions that allow your prescriptions to be taken safely and effectively. They'll take the time to counsel you and set your mind at ease concerning your medications. Patterson's has healthcare aids such as walkers, canes, and lift chairs to help you with your daily mobility needs. Putting the care into healthcare is Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, with locations in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina.
Your chance to stock up on featured grocery items are in the wow bins at Ray's Apple Market, and they're spread out throughout the store to catch your attention wherever you are. From dry soup mixes and sports drinks to snack items and canned goods, you'll find great savings in the wow bins. Stock the pantry with the variety of grocery items you'll want to have on hand. Ray's Apple Market continues to help you stretch your budget and save you money. Ray's Apple Market, your town, your store.
17-8, timeout taken by Clay Center, trailing by 9. They have the basketball against the pressure of Minneapolis. Edmondson in the backcourt, now near half court, brings it across with a pass to Francis. Macy back to Mack. Around left, they bring it for Williams. Courtney Hamill checking in during the dead ball situation. Left on the wing deep, Williams out to Edmondson. Ebert running high post. Hamill down low. Here's Franson right wing. She'll dribble drive into a crowd, takes it up and is fouled, and she'll get to the free throw line to shoot two. Macy Franson had a dribble drive earlier for the first bucket of the game, a lay-in. This time doesn't get to the bucket, but she is able to get by about any defender, really anybody they play won't. And got by there and got decides to. Yeah, then she goes. And did get by one outside, then was able to sneak through really someone trying to cut off the lane, and the second wave was the one who made the bump, and Franson knocks down the free throw. Clay Center is 5 of 6 from the line.
And that's over 50% of their points.
So they are getting that opportunity, and should, with a team that is as aggressive as Minneapolis is up and down the floor. Leads at 8, 17-9. Second free throw up, and it crawls out. The rebound away to Minneapolis. Shoot down the floor, overthrows her target. She was trying to hit Adeline Laws in transition. It was overthrown, so Clay Center gets it back here and a chance to get the point on the other end with a charity, and now with an offensive possession, Franson will bring it herself. Zone set up by Minneapolis, 3-2. Left on the wing is Williams. They played man-to-man primarily. Second quarter, they've been more zone-oriented defensively. We're 2 minutes into the second period. Edmondson, corner right to Franson. Diekman trying to post it. Here's Edmondson. Around left for Williams. Baseline left. Franson looks down low. Diekman in a crowd, and she's fouled. She'll get a chance at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Great hands by the eraser and low to bring that catch in and get the contact.
Good movement, too, by the way. Tigers, keeping that ball moving, swinging it back and forth, and finally getting the opening to get it in. And that's 8 team fouls now.
Only 3 whistled against Clay Center. Diekman buries the front end of the 1-and-1. She is shooting 53% at the stripe. Has not had a lot of opportunities for the position she plays. That time there's a great catch in the crowd to get herself to the line. Made the first, second one strong. Rebound tipped by Franson, and a foul is going to be called on Macy in a loose ball situation. This will be the 4th team foul, so Minneapolis will have the ball linked to the floor to go. First on Franson, 4th on the team. Clay Center steps back at half court, waits to meet the Lions in a man-to-man defense. Shoot brings it across. Wing left for Allison. Trouble handling it. Franson right there nearly picked it away. Mackenzie Allison further right to the baseline here. Shoot, jump stop in the paint. She walked with the basketball. Clay Center's kind of asked for that call a couple of times. That time Diekman just held her ground enough.
She's got a little jump stop there that she kind of tries to duck under the bigger ladies, and seems like she takes a little shuffle stuff every time, and they called it for it that time.
Williams fires it right sideline. A double team coming at her, and Lauren immediately to the sideline saying, my fault, my fault. She just saw the rush of the defenders and threw it too tall. 17-10 ball game. 5:26 to work here, and Williams will get a breather. Allie Wright back in, and welcome back, Allie. She's had the knee injury through the offseason rehab as hard as she could to get back here, and we mentioned in pregame, chance to play a couple of JV games, and in a few minutes last Friday. Here's a shot in the lane, no good. Rebound off to Diekman, and now to Mac Edmondson. So play center with the basketball down by 7. Here's Wright on the wing side. Wright goes out top to Edmondson. Now to Franson. Skip pass right for Alley. Wright's going to set up for the 3, and it is swatted out of bounds. Great catch-up defense from Kennedy Allison. Wright took her time to set, squared the feet. As she released it, though, Kennedy Allison able to get there and knock it out of bounds. She was pretty much open, but that was a long cross-court pass. It took a while to get there, and Minneapolis caught up with it. Alley throws it in the lane for Diekman, and it's taken away by Minneapolis. Down court, Shoup on the move. The lane is good. She has 7. The lead back to 9 now for Minneapolis at 19-10. Edmondson front court. Left it goes deep for Francis. Back outside for Edmondson. Back left. They're really extending the wings right now, Minneapolis on defense. Basketball knocked out of bounds by the Lady Lions. Play center will keep it on the baseline out near the corner. Allie Wright will inbound it. 19-10 ball game. Minneapolis the lead. Play center held to 2 points in this quarter. It has been something they have talked about openly. They've got to score in the second and third quarters. And Macy Franson says, I'll take care of it. A 3-ball in the left wing. 19-13, the lead down to 6. Shoots the kick out to Allison. Peters back down inside. Shot up, muscle, no good. May have been blocked by Diekman. The shot by Shea Allison found nothing. And now Clay Center has it back. Here's Wright at the point. Wing side right, it goes to Mac Edmondson. Takes the drive, not there. Kick out to Franson. Hit the big 3 last time down. Here's Allie Wright on the wing left. Ball nearly stripped away by Peters. And now a traveling violation called against the Lady Tigers. The ball was being stripped away, and they call her for the travel. It'll be Lauren Williams back on for Play Center. Midway point, second period. 19-13 ball game. Also Courtney Hamill back in for the Lady Tigers and Caitlin Bonenbluff. 4:05 to go, second period. Lady Tigers down by a couple of 3-point shots. Minneapolis with the basketball. Lindsay Shoup brings it across the timeline. Junior brings it left to Mackenzie Allison. Now out around, they swing it right to Peters. In the corner, he goes to Shoup. Skip pass, nearly tipped by Hamill. Air ball thrown up by Mackenzie Allison. Rebound off to Macy Diekman. Now to Macy Franson, trying to go in transition. She is cut off outside by Mackenzie Allison. Gets it left to Hamill. Courtney out deep for Williams. 19-13 ball game. Here's Diekman at the free throw line. Left wing. Hamill wide open for 2. Fakes it in left side. Courtney Hamill has 13 on Friday. That's her first point tonight. Play center right back within a couple of buckets at 4 points. 19-15. 3:21 remains. Here's Shoup again. The dribble attack. Has her own rebound off the miss. Kicks it out to Peters. Left wing. Allison looks slow. Skipping instead to Shoup for 3. It's good. The high archer finds pay dirt for Lindsay Shoup, who now has 10 here in the first half. It's 22-17. Left-handed 3-point arsonist out there has torched a couple of them. Here's Franson, double team, a lot of contact, no foul. Hamill able to slide in there and come up with it. Play center's got it back. Franson to answer for her second 3, won't go. Rebound inside, tipped around and picked up by Grace Peters of Minneapolis. Lions on the move, and Peters double dribbles for the basketball. Play center will have possession back, down by 7. Kennedy Allison will check on for the Lions as Mackenzie Allison comes out. Lady Tigers on the floor with Franson, Williams, Hamill, Diekman, and Bonenbluff. 22-15, down by 7. Hamill outside, fakes left, moves right, kicks it out deep to Franson. Right side wing is Williams to the post. Diekman, free throw line. Bonenbluff jump on its way and down. Low post to high post, and Bonenbluff gets her first bucket. It's 22-15. Right side wing and deep. Kennedy Allison, skip pass deep left, Shoup, 3-pointer. She's nailed 2 already, misses this one strong, but the rebound off to Minneapolis. Here's Shoup again, drives the lane, hangs in the air, now loses it, ball loose. Hamill comes up with the steal, then she's fouled, and Courtney Hamill will get to the free throw line. The silent assassin, doing her job again.
Pretty wild action in there, and okay, they look like they were going to take it out of bounds, but Courtney's going to go to the free throw line. But good, strong steal from her. That could have went either way. Whoever wanted it the most, that's how Courtney did.
Hamilton ripped it away, and in doing so got the foul, and in doing that also gets the free throw line. This will be a 1-and-1 chance for the junior. Free throw up, and it is strong. The rebound rolls away to Adeline Laws. Hamill shooting at 78% from the stripe, missing the front end there. 22-17. Steal by Williams. Tipped away. Bonneblust has it. 1-on-1 to the other end against Allison. She'll take it to the paint, shovels it up. We have a charging foul against Bonneblust. Nice play by Kennedy Allison to get set in time. Bonneblust just took that too deep that time. 22-17 ball game. A 1-on-1 chance and just could not get by Kennedy Allison.
Good thought. That it was just bad timing because right when she was going to make her move and cross over is when the Minneapolis players set up, and she was too deep and just ran into it.
Minute 47 to work first half. That's the second foul on Caitlin, so she'll have to come out. Lindsay Shoup will bring it across the midcourt line. Right on the lane it goes to Peters. Short corner right. They go down inside. Shot is up and good. A tough one in low. But Kennedy Allison able to knock it in. She has 6 now. Play center down by 7 points again, 24-17. Edmondson out top to Diekman. Left corner to Williams. Lauren brings it out with a dribble. Now to Edmondson. Fakes it right. Goes back left to Williams. Hamill trying to post it in low. They get it to Diekman. Top of the key is Francis. Ball fake and dribble drive. And we have a blocking foul against Minneapolis. Kennedy Allison that time could not quite cut off the drive of Franson. This will be this will be 2 shots actually, as play center is in the double bonus.
Yeah, and then that was the same girl that took the charge just a second ago from Caitlin Bonneblust. She tried to do it again and didn't quite get her feet set this time. Went to the well once to Franson at the stride, gets the first one to crawl in. She is 2 of 3 at the line, has 6 points in the ball game. That's the number play center is down by right now, 24-18. Minute 12 to work, second quarter. Back into the game, Adeline Laws for Minneapolis, as Mackenzie Allison will come out. Free throw from Franson. She buries them both. She has 7. The lead is down to 5 now. Minneapolis back with the basketball. Those are important points for the Lady Tigers because it's probably going to be that way the second half, too, because I don't think Minneapolis is taking a free throw. We scored 9 from there.
Yeah, 9 of our 19 from the stripe. Here's a drive. Kick across by Forte. It's through the hands of Minneapolis, but then run down by Grace Peters. Now the ball nearly taken away. Loose. Picked up by Emily Ebert. Double team. Dribbles out of it. Now brings her herself across the timeline. Caught from behind, though, by Peters. And a reach-in foul. Peters almost had the strip away from behind, but caught arm. And now play center's got a chance to add to those 9 points from the stride. Huge points from the free throw line for play center.
After she shoots these 2, that'll be 14 free throws for the Lady Tigers to 0 for the Lady Lions.
0 is right, yeah.
And a lot of times when you see that, you're like, what's up? But if you watch this game, it's exactly right. It's not officiating favoring
I agree.
Fouls on them.
Yeah, I agree. 5 team fouls against play center. But they haven't fouled when Minneapolis has driven the lane. They drive a lot, and Minneapolis just all over the court going after the basketball. Ebert missed the first, gets the second, though, as she hits 1 of 2. And play center has the lead back down to 4. They trail 24-20 with 47 to work. Lauren Williams will come out as they bring Macy Diekman back in. Lady Tigers in a 2-3 zone. Got to keep an eye on 22, obviously. She's hit 2 threes already. Now Minneapolis with a 4-point lead, maybe content to milk this clock down. 30 seconds left. Edmondson will chase Shoup a little bit. 5-second count on now. She gets rid of it right wing, indeed. Courtney Walker back outside of Shoup. 22 now. Edmondson chasing her. Shoup will drive it. Shovels it off down low. Shot is missed inside. Back up and rattles out. Rebound. Ebert battling a shot ball that goes to play center. 2 shots from Adeline Laws at point-blank range, and she just couldn't get it to fall in. Play center's down by 4, and they have the basketball with 14 to work. Edmondson up the floor comes to Franson, now with 10. Back to Edmondson, left and deep for Hamill with 7. High post is Diekman. Macy to the corner right. Franson will attack the paint. all the way to the window. Struck it good before the buzzer. And Clay Center will go to halftime. Down by just 2. They've trailed by as many as 9 in this first session. A good one here in Minneapolis. The Lady Tigers trail at 24-22. Halftime is on the way next.
Come home to Twin Valley, the company you trust for all your entertainment services. Twin Valley has the fastest high-speed internet, the newest digital TV, wireless phones, security services, and much more. Twin Valley services outperform the competition for less money every month, and it's easy to switch over. Call their office and speak with a customer service representative to find out how you can get Twin Valley for all your communication and entertainment needs. Twin Valley, one company, one call, your call.
The Northeast Kansas first trials are in, and the Oldie Seed 2414 corn hybrid takes first place with an impressive 208.6 bushel performance, outperforming 35 other hybrids in 4 locations. And if you're concerned about managing risk this season, ask about our new Drought Guard hybrids that are delivering record yields. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555. That's 877-692-4555.
Do you ever get tired of waiting for your monthly bank statements to show up in your mailbox? Sign up for our new e-statements at Union State Bank and receive your monthly statement as soon as it's ready. With our new e-statements, you gain a more secure way of checking your monthly transactions and the added convenience of being able to check your statements anywhere that you have internet access. Plus, you'll be helping us to go green by processing less paper each month. Call or come in to our convenient locations to get signed up for e-statements today. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
How will your wheat crop make it through this winter? It's up to you to give it the best fighting chance and a jump on the spring growing season with a fall fertilizing application. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready with stabilized N in 2 forms, field and site-specific variable rate technology, and custom application. With the experience of field specialists Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green, they clearly understand the problems customers face. You can count on Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Along with our studio engineer, Chase Elliott, Rocky Downing, Wonk Wallace. It is a tip-off Tuesday here in Minneapolis. The Clay Center Lady Tigers trail by as many as 9 in that second quarter, Wonk. After being down 13-8 at the end of the first period, they get it back to 2, though, and they did it with free throw shooting and then a couple of big plays late, I thought, from Macy Franson.
Macy Franson was really the key from the floor. From the free throw line, it was the whole team that kept us in the game. But Macy, she looked like she lost a little bit of confidence in her three, but then she knocked down that one from the corner that was huge. And then it seemed like, man, her confidence was back, and she made that final drive. And it's nice to be within 2 because obviously, from my perspective, watching this first half, it was a struggle for us to score, and Minneapolis seemed like they were doing it fairly freely. But they got off to a slow start. Lady Tigers kind of lost it there for a while, but then they finished strong. And free throw line, and then Macy Franson kept us in this game at halftime.
It is a 24-22 halftime score, and the Lady Tigers again come from 9 down in that second period to get it all the way back within 2. Macy Franson about 2.5 seconds left when she made that last drive. You could kind of see it setting up. She caught on the right wing. She'd hit that 3. So not only her confidence, Wonk, was high, obviously Minneapolis knew she could knock it down. They really rushed at her, and she took advantage of that quick first step. Yeah. There was no chance when she got the
She just flew by him, and that was an easy bucket for her. And they probably could have called a foul on that, but they didn't. But Minneapolis shot the ball well. They're 11 for 23 from the floor with 2 past the three-point line, but 0 from the free throw line. And the Lady Tigers are only 6 for 15 from the floor, but 9 out of 14 from the free throw.
24-22, Lady Tigers down by a bucket here at half. Stay with us. More from you halftime coming up next.
It is with pride and integrity that Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement serves the area. Customers have full confidence in their work and the products they provide. They take pride in turning homes back into the showplaces they once were. Geisler Roofing has built a reputation on quality and customer service by the professionalism they display and the experience that results in customer satisfaction. Call for a no-hassle estimate for roofing, siding, and windows at 1-800-783-3360.
Thinking about buying a new home? Maybe your first? Or just making improvements? Well, That sounds like just another reason to stop by or contact the Citizens National Bank to get the personal attention you deserve when deciding to invest in a home. We know it can be a stressful and confusing process, so let myself, Bryant Johnson, walk you through the home buying process with ease. Stop by the Citizens National Bank and get pre-approved at your convenience. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Farmway Co-op is seeking applicants for a full-time tender driver at the Clay Center location. Duties include nurse truck operation and maintenance, filling anhydrous and liquid trailers, maintenance of facilities while working with high-tech equipment. Preference given to applicants with a current CDL. Hazmat endorsement required or the ability to obtain. Farmway offers competitive wages, excellent benefits, and is an EOE. Deadline January 16th. Call Tammy at 785-738-0794 or visit farmwaycoop.com.
At Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, the pharmacists are committed to making sure you understand the instructions that allow your prescriptions to be taken safely and effectively. They'll take the time to counsel you and set your mind at ease concerning your medications. Patterson's has healthcare aids such as walkers, canes, and lift chairs to help you with your daily mobility needs. Putting the care into healthcare is Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, with locations in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina.
Leading scores in the first half for the Minneapolis Lady Lions, Lindsay Shoup with 10, 2 3-pointers, couple of buckets. She's as dangerous, if not scoring the basketball, just getting into the lane. And if she doesn't set somebody else up, she kind of gets it up off the rim and they go attack the glass.
If that's really probably about 80% of their offense, it's her driving with the basketball and either trying to finish or dishing it off to one of her teammates. And her teammates can shoot.
Yeah.
You know, they're 11 for 23. That's almost 50%. That's a pretty good percentage for any team in a half of basketball.
6 points from Kennedy Allison, Shea Allison with 4, Mackenzie Allison with 2, and 10 from Shoup. Lady Tigers also get 10 from Macy Franson, a free ball knocked in, 2 buckets driving, and she was 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Lauren Williams, 4 points, 2 of 3 at the stride, and then 2 points each from Courtney Hamill, Mac Edmondson, who hit 2 for 2. Caitlin Bonneblust had a bucket, 1 free throw each from Emily Ebert and from Macy Diekman. If nothing else, I think Coach Jeff Edwards can look at it this way. They were held to 8 points in the first quarter. Not a bad offensive output. They slowed down toward the latter minutes of the first period. But they scored 14 in the second quarter. And for the last 3 ball games, Larry, they have really, really struggled to put points on the board in the second period. So maybe they get that monkey off the back.
Yeah, and it kind of seemed like we owned the first 4 minutes of the game. Minneapolis owned the second half of the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter. And then we came back and kind of owned the second half of the second quarter. And it's been a really good ball game. And anybody's game, you can play better in the second half.
5-2 Minneapolis, coming off the loss on Friday to Southeast Saline, trying to rebound. Lady Tigers trying to add after a win they had in league against Chapman from Friday night. It's a 24-22 ball game. We are at the half. Stay with us. Second half action coming up next.
The Northeast Kansas First Trials are in, and the Oldie Seed 2414 Corn Hybrid takes first place with an impressive 208.6 bushel performance, outperforming 35 other hybrids in 4 locations. And if you're concerned about managing risk this season, ask about our new Drought Guard hybrids that are delivering record yields. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555. That's 877-692-4555.
The most advanced technologies in mechanized irrigation. That's why Valley Irrigation stands alone. Our commitment to engineering center pivot solutions that maximize grower efficiency has led to industry firsts, like Base Station, the ultimate tool for remote monitoring and control. Leading the way. That's the way we do business at Valley.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Do you ever get tired of waiting for your monthly bank statements to show up in your mailbox? Sign up for our new e-statements at Union State Bank and receive your monthly statement as soon as it's ready. With our new e-statements, you gain a more secure way of checking your monthly transactions and the added convenience of being able to check your statements anywhere that you have internet access. Plus, you'll be helping us to go green by processing less paper each month. Call or come in to our convenient locations to get signed up for e-statements today. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Grasshopper takes the work out of mowing. Trim under and around obstacles quickly and make effortless turns with a Grasshopper front mount mower. Make mowing and maintenance even easier with the powerful deck. Change cutting height as you mow. And when you're finished, fold up the deck for space-saving transport and easy maintenance. Grasshopper's quick converter system makes it easy to attach all sorts of implements to, including brooms, dozer blades, even snow throwers. Visit grasshoppermower.com to learn more or stop by Bruna Implement to see for yourself.
Second half underway. Minneapolis will open with the basketball. Clay Center in a 2-3 zone to start. Lauren Williams, Mac Edmondson out top, Diekman in the middle, Franson and Ebert down on the baseline of the 2-3 zone defense. Lindsay Shoup lobs it down low. Diekman out of nowhere to bat it away, but it is saved in by Minneapolis. Lions in the corner. This is Grace Peters covered up by Ebert. Now comes outside to shoot. Lindsay Shoup can shoot it from three. That is her third of the game. She has 13 now. Doesn't take long for the lefty to get that shot away either. Franson has it right side. Clay Center is going to trail by 5 now to start the second half. Here's Franson in some trouble. Diekman. They had a wide-open Lauren Williams, but again, Minneapolis' style of defense is to not let anyone see an open ball player, and they certainly did so that time. Here's Edmondson, right corner. Now to Ebert, down low, good post inside. Diekman up on the right side and good. Macy Diekman has her first field goal. She has 3 in the game, and it's a 3-point Minneapolis lead. Now, the steal by Diekman, they were trying to post it up inside to Walker, and the defensive Ebert really fell away. Diekman stepped right into the lane and picked it up. Here's Emily Ebert, the dribble drive. Out to Williams. Now to Franson. Macy will give it off to Mac Edmondson. 6:33 remains third quarter. Lady Tigers down by a triple. Franson deep right. Ebert trying to post. Here's Williams. Back to Franson on the wing right. Out top to Edmondson. To Lauren Williams, left wing. Diekman trying to post it low. Really being pushed out of the paint by Shea Allison. Now Mac Edmondson has it. Free throw line. Diekman. Corner left. Here's a drive from Franson. Lost it on her way in there and called for carrying the basketball. I like the idea that Macy had. She had a wide open three. Wasn't going to settle for it. But she just lost the handle as she started the drive. Yes, she did. She got a little too quick for herself that time. So the basketball goes back to the Lady Lions. Clay Center trails 27-24. A couple of scores we'll get to here in a moment. Concordia and Marysville matched up in the league battle tonight. Montego playing Jeff West. We'll update you that in a moment. Here's a foul down inside on Emily Ebert playing in behind of Jadra Lott. And she tried to deny the post, and as she did so, bumped into Lott. And the basketball stays with the Lady Lions on the baseline. It is brought in bounds from Forte out deep. They'll get it off to Lindsay Shoup. Now the drive and the pull-up by Allison is going to be just off the mark. Rebound to Macy Diekman, who's gathered in a bunch of boards already tonight. 5 rebounds on the evening already for the Eraser. Had a big bucket here to start this half as well. Here's Diekman. Right wing it goes just outside the elbow to Ebert. Left side now to Edmondson. And outside to Williams. Lauren goes right wing and deep to Franson. Macy a couple of dribbles down. Edmondson swings it left. Williams looking low. Top of the key for Franson to Ebert. Down low. Diekman up with the left hand this time. She's hit from the right. She's hit from the left. And the Eraser has them back within 1. 27-26. And what a feed from Ebert that trip. Here's Forte out top. Shoup, 3-ball way downtown and good. Her 4th of the ball game for the junior, Lindsay Shoup, starting to light it up. 4 threes and 2 two-point field goals. And that was from well beyond the arc. Ebert out top. Squares it up, throws it right wing. Franson with the answer. Strong. Rebound inside. Loose for a moment. Picked up by Forte. Nicole Forte gets it up the left sideline. Shoup has it. Hesitation move. Now gets to the window. Right-handed lay-in, no good. The 6th rebound is brought down by Diekman. Clay Center's down by 4, back with the basketball. Franson to Edmondson, left side wing. Williams looks low. Ebert back to the bucket. Ball fakes it. Kicks it right wing. Macy Franson dribble drives and ran right into Kennedy Allison. And the charging foul called against the Lady Tigers trying to get inside the paint. 4:28 remains. Mackenzie Allison will come in, and out will come Shea Allison. Minneapolis with possession as Lindsay Shoup works it toward the mid-court stripe. Checked there by Lauren Williams. Right side wing is Allison. Back to Shoup. Fakes on the three. Pull up from the free throw line is strong. Rebound tipped around, goes outside deep and picked up by Allison of Minneapolis. Here's Shoop for three again, her fifth of the game. This one's short. Rebound off to Minneapolis, but they travel with the basketball, and Clay Center buys a break there after the Lions had picked up an offensive board.
Well, she'd have made that one. I just shook my head because it was deep in the corner, and she was back. She kind of jumped back. And it's a good thing the rafters are high because she's got an arch on that. And it doesn't touch much net when she does make it. The four she's made have barely tickled that twine. 30-26, midway point, third quarter. Clay Center down 4. Macy Franson, good break of the pressure, hands it off to Macy Diekman, and she has 6 in this quarter. The lead's down to 2 at 30-28. Franson broke the pressure with the dribble and then dished it off. Diekman, her third field goal, and another rebound on the defensive end. 30-28, Clay Center has it back and a chance to tie or take a lead on a long ball. Here's Courtney Hamill. Out top for Franson. Right side wing Williams. Fakes the three. Dribble penetrates to the glass. Bucket good by the Lone Ranger. And a chance at a three-point play. And a chance to claim the lead for the first time walk since it was 4-2 in this ball game. And there's 4 straight buckets by the Lady Tigers in the paint. They had 3 in the whole first half. So I think they made some adjustments at halftime.
Minneapolis forced into a timeout. We are tied at 30. 3:33 remain third quarter. Three's wild on the board. Clay Center would like a 3-point play the old-fashioned way from Lauren Williams. She'll be at the stride when we come back.
Girton Propane has been providing services and employment opportunities since 1954. Continued growth keeps them on the lookout for qualified company and owner-operator drivers. If you're interested in joining the Girton team, call Andy at 800-232-0170. Girton transports liquid commodities throughout 48 states and is a recognized leader within the transport industry. Girton Propane is committed to excellence, safety, and quality service. Girton, the responsible choice.
Well, despite 2 third-quarter threes from Lindsay Shupwonk, the Lady Tigers have found a rhythm on offense, and they have found points in the paint, primarily Macy Diekman, who has 3 field goals. Now they get a drive from Lauren Williams, and they've tied this ball game up.
Three, Macy finished them. Give her credit for that. But there was 3 great feeds to her in the paint, and then that was a great drive right there by Lauren Williams, and maybe she could cap it off. So that's back in the lead for the first time the first quarter. 30-30 ball game. Clay Center started this game up 4-0. They have not led since it was 4-2. Minneapolis took an early lead and really held on to it for the most part. Williams does miss on the free throw. She has 6 points, though, in the game. We're tied at 30. 3:27 to work, third quarter. Grace Peters goes left and deep to Forte. Forte holds with Hamill on her. Now to Shoop out deep. Lindsay Shoop has 16 to lead all scores, 4 threes, 2 in this quarter. But again, we're tied at 30-30. Right side wing and deep. This is Lindsay Shoop. With the dribble, double team by Williams and Bonenblas. Now across left it comes to Forte. Corner left to Grace Peters. Kick out for Forte. Right side wing Shoop. Trying to drive, unable to do so. 2:53 left, third quarter. 30-30 ball game. Minneapolis with the possession. Clay Center's 2-3 zone causing them some problems as well. Although Shoop has been able to get a couple of shots away, but now they forced the turnover down low. They're not allowing any dribble penetration walk, and it's really throwing the lines off. And that's 3 turnovers for that.
2:40 remains, third period. Clay Center again, a chance to take the lead. Franson out deep for Hamill. Courtney back right for Macy Franson to the baseline right. Outside on the wing is Diekman to Hamill. Courtney holds there. Now wants to go left. Instead puts the dribble down, puts it toward the lane for Diekman. Looks low, not there. Kicks it back out to Franson. Left side wing is Williams. Back to Franson right side. Dribble penetrates. Gets to the lane. Pulls up the 10-footer. It crawls off the rebound away to Shea Allison of Minneapolis. Shoop is on the move. She'll pull up in transition. High arcing free ball, no. Rebound away to Caitlin Bonenblas. Quick shot in transition for the long three, and Clay Center brings down the board. Here's Hamill. Left baseline, wanting to go low to Diekman, and it was thrown too deep to the baseline, taken away by Shea Allison. Here's Shoop back the other direction again. The Clay Center's had a free throw attempt, 2 offensive possessions with chances to take the lead and unable to do so. Now the lob down inside, and Macy Diekman with a shy smile after being called for the foul, and really was a loose ball situation. But the offensive player did have position. It's just the third team foul against Clay Center, and after putting Clay Center in the double bonus first half walk, only one team foul called against Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's been a quite different half in the first, but I don't see anything but this one going down the wire.
I agree. Macy Demon had just her first foul in the team's third against the Lady Tigers. Shoop in the corner double team, gets it outside to Mackenzie Allison. Right on the wing is Kennedy Allison. She gets the screen, free throw line, jumper over Diekman. Tough shot, no rebound to Bonenbluss. The Bonenbluss box out gives them the board and a chance again at the lead. 30-30 ball game. Edmondson high post to Diekman. Beyond the arc, squares it up. Looks right, gets it off to Franson. Macy dribble attacks in the corner. Hamill for three. It's down. The silent assassin does it from the right corner. At 5 points in the night for the junior, and it gives the Lady Tigers their first lead since early first quarter, 33-30. Kick out from Franson, Courtney Hamill, right baseline tray is in. Here's a drive by Shoop, cut off by Diekman. Backs it out now, still has the dribble. Now kicks it out deep to Kennedy Allison. Under a minute to go, third period. To the post, Shea Allison has it taken away, and she mishandled it by Macy Diekman. 44 to work, and Clay Center with a three-point edge, has the basketball. Mac Edmondson, deep left. Works it up against Shoop. Skip pass right to Franson. Diekman running baseline on the post. They'll go to the point for Hamill. Left on the wing, Edmondson. Back out top of deep, Franson. To Diekman at the free throw line. Now to Edmondson. Left wing. Back to Franson. Around right to Hamill. 20 seconds to work. To the post, Diekman. Back to the bucket. Good kick in the corner. Franson three ball on its way. Is strong. Weak side board, though. Edmondson with 13 to work. Now Bonenbluss with it. 9 seconds left. Here's Hamill. Left on the wing, Franson. Screen coming. High post Bonenbluss with three, with two, with one. Franson before the buzzer, and it will be blocked to the baseline. We're headed to the fourth. Clay Center coming from behind, taking their first lead since early first period. 8 minutes left. Lady Tigers lead at 33-30 as we head to the fourth.
Debenham Electric Heating and Air has the experience to properly diagnose and repair any electrical problem. They can handle electrical wiring on residential, commercial, and ag projects. They also specialize in heating and air systems. They'll make sure your heating unit and AC are running at peak performance or install a new unit to heat or cool your home comfortably. Next time you need a reliable electrician, give Debenham Electric Heating and Air a call. Serving Clay, Washington, Riley, and Cloud counties.
Going to the fourth here, the Lady Tigers find themselves with the lead for the first time in a long time, Walk, and they did it on a couple of different ways. They didn't allow dribble drive, I thought, defensively and forced some turnovers, and offensively they really started pounding the paint.
They pounded the paint, but then they hit the three from Courtney Hamill that finally gave them the lead for the first time since halfway through the first quarter.
AC Diekman had a big third period with 3 field goals. She has 7 points in the game. You mentioned the Hamill three ball that went down, and that three was huge. Lauren Williams had a drive, and that's the 11 points that Clay Center is racking up. Meanwhile, holding Minneapolis to this 6 third-quarter points, and Clay Center will have the ball to start the fourth. Edmondson goes into the backcourt for Macy Franson. Here's Diekman out beyond the arc, hands it off to Hamill. Lady Tigers a 3-point lead. Little run and jump double team by Minneapolis. Right side wing is Franson. Now to Edmondson. Back to Franson. Diekman posting, not there. They'll kick it out top to Hamill. Courtney looks low. Edmondson calling for it, but no passing lane. Now Matt gets it outside to Franson. The high post is Diekman. Double team, swatted from behind. Foul called. This will be out of bounds to Clay Center, just the second team foul. Couple of scores here quickly. Concordia leads Marysville 44-24. Tristan Leisler, 18 points, to lead the way in Wamego. At a 19-15 lead on Jeff West. Laney Page with 11 points for the Red Raiders. 33-30 here. Clay Center the lead and the basketball. 7.5 left to go in this ball game. Franson, right side wing. Courtney Hamill. Back to Franson. They bring it left side. Edmondson will dribble attack. Bounce pass in low, looking for Bonenbluss. It is taken away by Kennedy Allison. Left side deep is Shoop. She had 2 threes in the third. She has 4 trays in the ball game, 16 to lead all scores. Grace Peters has it against the 2-3 for Minneapolis. To Shoop, left corner, and a traveling violation. Kennedy Allison on the ball fake. shuffled the feet. Play Center has possession back again. 33-30. Lauren Williams will check in for the Lady Tigers. Caitlin Bonenbless will come out. Lady Tigers, who trailed from early first quarter all the way until almost the finish of the third when Courtney Hamill knocked down that huge three. Up the right sideline comes Macy Franson. She's tripped, goes down awkwardly. Fortunately, gets up and looks in good position. They get a pass down low. Coach Jeff Edwards calling a timeout on the sideline. 33-30 with 6:52 to work. Lady Tigers lead it by 3 when we come back.
How will your wheat crop make it through this winter? It's up to you to give it the best fighting chance and a jump on the spring growing season with a fall fertilizing application. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready with stabilized in 2 forms, field and site-specific variable rate technology, and custom application. With the experience of field specialists Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green, they clearly understand the problems customers face. You can count on Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Anywhere people gather are breeding grounds for germs. To demonstrate, my assistant Roscoe is wearing this lovely germ costume.
I look ridiculous!
True, but it's a very effective visual aid. At Central Office Service and Supply, we've got the products you need to keep your office or classroom from turning into a germ factory. Like 2-ply facial tissues in a 30-box carton on sale for $27.79. Or how about hand sanitizer and disinfecting wipes all on sale?
Chew!
See, that's just what we're trying to prevent at Central Office and Clay Center.
33-30 ball game. Clay Center will have it on the baseline. Lauren Williams will inbound. They put a box around the lane. Diekman in the corner. To Franson. Back in the corner, Williams. Squares it up. Not there for the 3. Now kicks it out deep for Franson. Across left and deep, Mac Edmondson. Lady Tigers have a 3-point edge. Near steal by Kennedy Allison on a pass to the sideline. She read it and nearly took it. Instead, Clay Center will keep it on the sideline near the half-court stripe.
Minute 20 into this quarter, I don't know that a shot's been taken yet. Either team.
Good point, yeah. Courtney Hamill free throw line looks low. Now holds to the post for Williams. Back outside to Franson. Now Williams, long 2 ball, comes off the mark, and the rebound away to Minneapolis. Down court quickly, pull-up jumper. Kennedy Allison gets the friendly roll. She has 8, her first point of the second half, and the lead for Clay Center is now down to just 1, 33-32. Franson attacks the lane with a dribble, backs it out, kick out, top of the key for Williams. What a look inside, and Courtney Hamill finalizes it in the paint. The feed from Lauren Williams. Hamill with 7 in the game. 35-32. Allison left on the wing to Forte. High post it comes in the lane. Ball fake and drive by Law. Shot no good. Rebound though to Allison. Battled for. Williams and Hamill double team it. Shoot gets it in the corner. Williams all over her. And a reach-in foul against Clay Center's Lauren Williams. No damage there on a quick ticky-tack foul. Just the 4th team foul against the Lady Tigers. What a pass from Williams at last time. Position from Hamill perfect and finished with the left hand.
She's made several of them this half, and she also had that nice drive earlier in the third quarter. She had a good half.
Minneapolis from the baseline brings it in here. Shoot, ball, fake, step up, 3, strong. Weak side board, tip to the sideline, out of bounds to Clay Center. It will be off of the Lady Lions, chasing it down with Mac Edmondson with Jade Ralash. 35-32. 5:36 remains here in the game, fourth quarter, and Clay Center with that 3-point edge. Full court pressure now by Minneapolis. Edmondson from the sideline, and the backcourt it goes to Macy Franson. Double team, crosses over. Lobs it across the timeline to Williams, right back to Franson. Now wing right for Edmondson. Clay Center's lead is 3, 35-32. 5:23 remains here in the fourth. To the post, they go to Diekman. Kick out left, Williams. Ball fake, drives, pulls up, from 15 off last. Lauren Williams now with 8. Tough shot. A stop and drop off the window. 37-32. This is the biggest lead Clay Center's had the entire ball game at 5. They led at 4-0 to start. Here's a baseline jumper from Lott, no good. Rebound, weak side, what position from Courtney Hamill. Now Clay Center has possession back with a 5-point lead. Williams kicks it way right to Franson. Here's Hamill inside again. Great post. Can't finish. Will get the foul. Courtney Hamill's headed to the free throw line. And just knowing where to be in a basketball court sometimes is so valuable. She did it a minute ago and finished. This time she doesn't get the shot but draws the foul. It's all about positioning.
Hamill and Beekman have done a really good job post to second half, but you got to give it to the rest of the girls, the guards and the forwards. They're making good entry passes. It's been Lauren Williams, but that time it was Mason Francis. Hamill misses on the first of the two free throws. Clay Center leads it by 5. Still 4:45 remains fourth quarter. Second free throw from Hamill. High archer this time drains in. She now has 8 points in the ball game. Clay Center's lead is 6, 38-32. Peters hands it out deep off to Lindsay Shute. Had the 2 third-quarter threes, 16 points in the game. Here's to the baseline. Shea Allison's blocked by Siegman. Foul called. That's a good foul there. You don't give up the easy bucket. They'll put Shea Allison at the line to shoot 2. Yeah, there wasn't much they could do. Shea Allison made a nice baseline move there. She was going to get about a 5-6 foot shot, so good foul by the Tigers.
Free throw line, Minneapolis.
That is the first free throw that they take.
I was going to ask you that. What I had was hard to believe, but it is the first free throw attempt that Minneapolis has taken in this game. 4:31 remains fourth quarter. They missed that first attempt. Second free throw up. This one falls in. Shea Allison has 5, 1 of 2 at the line. The lead for Clay Center is 5, 38-33. And full court pressure, is coming from Minneapolis. They leave nobody back down as a safety, really pressuring the basketball. Courtney Hamill in the backcourt. Off to the right sideline for Franson. Through the timeline, down to the corner. Now spins it out, stops, kicks it left for Williams. Lauren back out top for Hamill. Courtney Hamill has it, and will put dribble down, give it away to Franson. 4:10 to go in the ball game. Clay Center's lead is 5. Here's Diekman, free throw line. Left baseline to Hamill, to the post for Ebert. Back out right way. Franson, she'll dribble attack, and she'll draw the contact. They call this on the floor, so no free throws. They called it before she took the shot up. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline.
Great pass from Emily. This time it wasn't a great entry pass. It was a great pass in the paint out to Macy Franson. And the whole defense was going right at her. Macy knows what to do then. Take it around. She gets fouled.
Lauren Williams will inbound. Looks low. Now goes outside and spit deep to Franson. Back in the corner for Williams. Lauren back out to Franson. Around left they swing it to Courtney Hamill. Diekman trying to post it low. They go out top. Lindsay Shute will be called for the reach-in on Emily Ebert. 3:54 now remains, and Minneapolis trying to play catch-up and fouls. They want to get to the bonus now.
Yeah, and fouls are going to start getting interesting here because it's 5 team fouls now on both teams.
Williams from the baseline. Into the paint. Franson takes it up, is blocked. A foul called on Nicole Forte. That'll give free throw opportunity to Macy Franson, who hit 3 of 4 in the first half. And remember, she had 10 points at halftime, yet to score because they found another weapon inside with Diekman and with Hamill. It's about to. Free throw here misses as it rims off. The early call from Wong. Doesn't go. 5-point lead still remains for Clay Center. 3:52 left fourth quarter. Henson shoots at 63% from the stripe. Free throw here is strong. So 2 misses for Franson, and Minneapolis will bring it the other way with Clay Center on top by 5, 38-33. Shute trying to drive the lane, cut off by Hamill. Courtney right back at her as they kick it out to her on the wing. Now Forte has it wing right. Top of the key is Shute. Unable to get a 3 away. You can tell she would love to trigger it. Shot down inside, blocked by Diekman, and a foul is going to be called, and Macy looks surprised. The Tiger crowd looks surprised. Coach Jeff Edwards, I would say, surprised as well. And she didn't do much. They called her for the reach.
I think the whole Tiger crowd is surprised.
And the line will be Mackenzie Allison, or correction, Shea Allison to shoot 2. And she is 1 of 3 at the stripe, and the only player for Minneapolis to be at the line tonight. Second half for Clay Center, they've only attempted 3 free throws, so neither team getting to the stripe in the second half. Allison makes 1 of 2 this trip as well. She has 6 points, And the lead for Clay Center still at 2 possessions, but now it's down to 4. 38-34. Again, pressure off the made free throw coming from the line. Courtney Hamill looking to inbound. In some trouble. Gets it to Diekman. Brings it up the left, turns and spins. Now up the floor comes to Ebert. Emily fires it down the court for Williams. Lauren in the lane. Shot up and good. The Lone Ranger knocks another one in. This will be her third opportunity at a three-point play. She's missed the free throws those times. Man, what an attack at the paint.
Yeah, and a great feed by Emily Ebert that time, because we've talked about it during the game, that full court press. We've had some girls open down the floor, but it's hard to see them. But Emily did at that time, made a great pass, Lauren finished.
She has 10 in the game now, and can still not get that free throw to fall in. 40-34, Clay Center leads it by 6, 3:19 left to work fourth quarter. The lob to the short corner left for Kennedy Allison. Kennedy Allison now off in the lane. Rebound to Macy Diekman. She's got to be close to 9 or 10 boards now. 8 rebounds in the game for Diekman. Here's Franson right side. They are really attacking on the perimeter now defensively for Minneapolis. 3 minutes left in the game. 6-point Lady Tiger lead. They trailed by as many as 9 in this ball game in the second period. Here's Courtney Hamill, left and deep to Williams. Lauren back out near the timeline for Macy Franson. Now back left to Williams. Double team, lobs it out deep for Hamill. To the high post, Ebert. Right side wing, baseline drive for Franson. Shovels it off to Diekman. Foul called again on the floor. She was passing that one anyway, but a good attack and good decision also by Franson not to go ahead and just go too far into the lane. She drew the bump. She had a teammate there if she needed. She'll have a chance to 1-1.
Work the Lady Tigers to finish this game out with the free throw.
1-1 chance, and Franson is perfect on this one. She now has 11. That's her first point of the second half. It's a 41-34 lead now for Clay Center, a lead of 7. Macy Franson gets the coupon toss, buries them both. She now has 12. Timeout's going to be taken on the floor. It's an 8-point Lady Tiger lead. 2:36 remains, fourth quarter when we come back to Minneapolis.
The most advanced technologies in mechanized irrigation. That's why Valley Irrigation stands alone. Our commitment to engineering center pivot solutions that maximize grower efficiency has led to industry firsts, like Base Station, the ultimate tool for remote monitoring and control. Leading the way. That's the way we do business at Valley.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Come home to Twin Valley, the company you trust for all your entertainment services. Twin Valley has the fastest high-speed internet, the newest digital TV, wireless phones, security services, and much more. Twin Valley services outperform the competition for less money every month, and it's easy to switch over. Call their office and speak with a customer service representative to find out how you can get Twin Valley for all your communication and entertainment needs. Twin Valley, one company, one call, your call.
2:36 remains, fourth quarter. Lady Tigers up 42-34, trying to hang on here on a big come from behind potential victory.
Yeah, and those were 2 big free throws by Macy Franson, because up till that time, Clay Center was only 1 out of 6 here in the half, but she drained those 2.
Forte has it right wing and deep. That was a Minneapolis timeout. Down to the high post to get it to Allison. Back out left, shoots, got to look for 3. Just strong. Rebound low. Ebert wrestles it away from 2. Minneapolis Lady Lions triple E with a huge board for Clay Center. Here's Williams across the timeline. Right, it comes to Franson. 2:10 to work. Clay Center leads it now by 8. High post to Diekman. Out top Franson. Right side wing. Here the baseline is Hamill. Now to Williams as Clay Center milks clock here with an 8-point edge. To Diekman. Now to Williams. Right side deep is Hamill. Double team coming on her. She'll kick it out top for Franson. Left side wing. Williams takes the drive. Now 1:50 left. Long pass Hamill. Down low on the block. Ebert takes it up as fouled. Emily Ebert's headed to the free throw line. Gooding. That's the defender on the other end who threw 2 defenders pulled down that defensive board. And it's Triple E who gets the chance at a couple of free.
Yeah, and that was a nice possession by the Lady Tigers, so they knocked about 30 seconds off the clock. Plus, they get a chance to score from the free throw.
This will be a 2-shot foul. And the first one rims off. But Play Center, who got a lot of opportunities and made points first half in the stripe, missing on opportunities to cash in some here in the second half. One more free throw coming. Lead is 8 with a minute 44 to go. Ebert's second free throw short. Rebound comes off to Kennedy Allison. Down the court, Lindsay Shue drives toward the lane, and a foul is going to be called. Lauren Williams on a big crossover again. Really more of a step out that time by Shue on her way down the court. And they got Williams for the reach. 2 free throws, or check that, a 1-and-1 chance will be coming for Lindsay Shue, who has 16 points to lead all scorers. 17 foul. Free throw up and good. And she has 17. Minneapolis will bring Grace Peters in before the second free throw is made, and I'll be shocked if they don't have another sub waiting to set up their full court pressure if Shue makes it. She does make. They will not sub, but they do get a chance to set up their press anyway. Shue now with 18. Bonenbluss brings it into Franson, gets it right back. Now around right in the backcourt to Hamill. Still in the backcourt, Bonenbluss brings it near the timeline. 10 count getting close, and a timeout taken by Coach Edwards with a minute 29 remaining. And Clay Center leading here by 6. 42-36. You are listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Save time and gas and easily deposit checks from the comfort of your home. United Bank and Trust is pleased to offer our newest mobile banking feature, Mobile Deposit. There's no need to make that extra trip to the bank to deposit a check. Simply endorse, click, and submit your check image for deposit. Speak with your local branch representative on qualification details on how to apply Mobile Deposit. United Bank and Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC. Mobile remote deposits functional on iPhone and Android apps only. Data rates may apply. Check with your mobile phone carrier for details.
42-36, Clay Center's basketball. Lauren Williams to inbound from the sideline. They go to Macy Franson in the backcourt, right back to Lauren across the timeline. Now gives it to Franson. At the top of the key stops, left baseline to Diekman, back outside Franson. Clay Center playing a little keep away. Now to Diekman, who will be fouled in the corner. Mackenzie Allison coming over, and it's a double bonus. 2 free throws coming now for Macy Diekman. Macy with 7 points in the game. Huge third quarter when she hit her 3 field goals. She's 1 of 2 at the stripe, those coming in the first half. First free throw up, and it rims off. There have not been bad releases on these free throws, Wonk, at least in my look. That one rimmed around and popped out.
3 for 11, though, with half the Lady Tigers. They need to start granting it to
get it to a 3-possession game if she does knock this one down, and she does. So Diekman has 8, 43-36, a minute 16 left here in the ball game. The Lady Tiger lead is 7. Back in the 2-3 zone. Shue has it, wing right. Lady Tigers know where 22 is every time. She's trying to find a way to get a shot off, can't. Now works it out top. Hamill finds her at the point. Now it's Kennedy Allison. Wing left, picks up dribble, not a shoot. 1 minute remains. Play Center leads it by 7. Shue can't get a 3 away. Forte down low. It is knocked away by Ebert, then off of Shea Allison. Triple E the defense, and Clay Center has possession back. 43-36. Great defense, I said, by Ebert, and it was. But how about the perimeter of Williams and Franson and Hamill not letting Shue get a look for a 3? 43-36. Entry pass almost thrown away. It's picked up by Bonenbluss. She's going to take it right sideline, stop, look for help, and gets it to Hamill. 46 to work. Williams has it. Now out to Franson. A 7-point lead. Franson, a double team coming, and a foul called. And this will put Macy Franson at the stripe, shooting 2. She has 12 points in the game. She is 5 of 8 from the line. 41.9 left in the score. Franson rattles in the first one and has 13. The lead is back to 8, 44-36. That's been the biggest lead Clay Center's had in this ball game. They trailed by as many as 9. And she buries both free throws. 14 tonight for Macy Franson. And a timeout for Minneapolis. It's a 9-point Lady Tiger lead. 41.9 seconds to work here in the ball game when we return to Minneapolis.
Anywhere people gather are breeding grounds for germs. To demonstrate, my assistant Roscoe is wearing this lovely germ costume.
I look ridiculous.
True, but it's a very effective visual aid. At Central Office Service and Supply, we've got the products you need to keep your office or classroom from turning into a germ factory. Like 2-ply facial tissues in a 30-box carton on sale for $27.79. Or how about hand sanitizer and disinfecting wipes all on sale? See, that's just what we're trying to prevent at Central Office in Clay Center.
More and more people are making the switch to Ford, and here's why. The EcoBoost fuel economy, advanced technology, and amazing features like the foot-activated liftgate. Hanson Ford invites you to the Switch sales event going on now. On the lot, you'll find a Ford that fits your lifestyle. Choose from a 2014 Ford Edge and F-150, or the 2015 Ford Fusion, Ford Explorer, and Super Duty. Hurry in and make the switch to a new Ford at Hanson Ford in Clay Center.
45-36. Shoot with a three for Minneapolis, and she drains it with 34 left. They knew to look for 22. She still got it away, her fifth three-pointer of this game, and she now has 21 points tonight. Timeout taken. We'll keep it right here, Wong. The lead goes to 9. Three-pointers, back to 2 possessions. Never an easy feeling in this game.
That was a tough shot. I mean, that was an NBA range. And she drained it.
Hurried with the hand coming in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If the Lady Tigers will have a 2-possession lead here, they can keep possession of the ball, not turn it over. Minneapolis is going to have to foul them. And we can make it a 3-possession game, just making one free throw.
45-39. Clay Center leads it, 34.2 seconds left. Minneapolis will put the full court pressure on. Courtney Hamill will inbound. You have Williams, Franson, Diekman, and Hebert, the 5 seniors on the floor. The 4 seniors, and then Hamill out there inbounding. Ball bumped away on the inbounds, loose to the corner. Williams has it, and Clay Center somehow hangs onto the basketball. And now a reach-in foul is called against Minneapolis. There was kind of a wild fray there for a moment, but Clay Center comes out with what they wanted, the basketball and a chance at the free throw.
Yeah, we almost turned it over, but it really turned. It looked like I thought we got fouled about 3 times, and it actually turned out in our favor because 10 seconds went off before they actually called it.
And it puts Emily Ebert at the stripe, who is ever for 1 of 4 at the line. A big free throw here if she can knock it down. Free throw up, and it rims off short. 45-39, 26.8 seconds left in the ball game. Mac Edmondson will be back in if this goes through. Ebert's free throw rims off again. That one looked like it was down. 6-point ball game. Down court quickly. Minneapolis in the corner. Kennedy Allison for 3. It's strong. Rebound. Courtney Hamill up to midcourt stripe, stops and is fouled in the front court with 15.9 now to go and still a 6-point lead. It'll be Courtney Hamill at the free throw line. She has 8 points in the game. That monster 3 she hit late third that gave Clay Center the lead for the first time since early in the first quarter. And just as big as the free throws she knocks down here to make it a 3-possession ball game with 15.9 left. Courtney Hamill with 9. One more free throw coming. This one on its way. It's perfect as well. She's in double digits for the second straight game. Caitlin Bonnebless will check in. Also, Mac Edmondson is mentioned back on the floor. Franson, Williams, and Hamill. The Lady Tiger lead is 8. Here's Allison at the top for 3. No, rebound to Williams. She'll be fouled. 9.5 to work. And Clay Center's going to get back to the free throw stripe with an 8-point edge. And the ball game almost tucked away in the pocketbook right now. Wonk, you can almost put it away.
I'm going to call it, Doc.
Gutsy.
I know you.
Gutsy. 9.5 to work. 8 points. I'm with you.
Yeah, and Clay Center has just made just enough free throws to kind of put this game away. They haven't shot a very good percentage here in the second half, but they have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of a lot.
Almost the difference in the game, if you will. Make it 8. They lead by 9. Williams with 11 points now. Lindsay Shoup with 5. She'll get another 3 away. This one just short. Rebound, loose. Boy, a big pile in the middle of the lane. as the buzzer sounds and the Lady Tigers get out of here with a big win. A come-from-behind victory, and they get it done 48-39 here in Minneapolis. Lady Tigers with the win. Stay tuned. Post-game will be on the way.
At Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, the pharmacists are committed to making sure you understand the instructions that allow your prescriptions to be taken safely and effectively. They'll take the time to counsel you and set your mind at ease concerning your medications. Patterson's has healthcare aids such as walkers, canes, and lift chairs to help you with your daily mobility needs. Putting the care into healthcare is Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, with locations in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina.
Farmway Co-op is seeking applicants for a full-time tender driver at the Clay Center location. Duties include nurse truck operation and maintenance, filling anhydrous and liquid trailers, maintenance of facilities while working with high-tech equipment. Preference given to applicants with a current CDL. Hazmat endorsement required or the ability to obtain. Farmway offers competitive wages, excellent benefits, and is an EOE. Deadline January 16th. Call Tammy at 785-738-0794 or visit farmwaycoop.com.
The Northeast Kansas First Trials are in, and the Oldie Seed 2414 corn hybrid takes first place with an impressive 208.6 bushel performance, outperforming 35 other hybrids in 4 locations. And if you're concerned about managing risk this season, ask about our new Drought Guard hybrids that are delivering record yields. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555. That's 877-692-4555.
Do you ever get tired of waiting for your monthly bank statements to show up in your mailbox? Sign up for our new e-statements at Union State Bank and receive your monthly statement as soon as it's ready. With our new e-statements, you gain a more secure way of checking your monthly transactions and the added convenience of being able to check your statements anywhere that you have internet access. Plus, you'll be helping us to go green by processing less paper each month. Call or come in to our convenient locations to get signed up for e-statements today. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back once again here in Minneapolis, and the Clay Center Lady Tigers put up one of the biggest nights offensively. They balanced it out through 4 quarters. I know that was important. We talked about it, and even talking about it didn't jinx it. They kept the double-digit scoring going throughout this ball game, and they really come back against a good basketball team from 9 points down and win this one going away.
Wow, that was just an excellent second half. I mean, I can't think of a Lady Tiger that didn't have a really good second half. You know, Emily Ebert, Courtney Hamill, Macy Beekman, as just great feeds by Lauren Williams, and she scored 2. I'm leaving some people out, but just an excellent job. They only shot 13 times the second half, but they made 8 of them. And it was mostly in the paint, but that one big three-pointer by Courtney Hamill, we scored a lot from the free throw line in the first half, and then a lot in the paint the second half.
Lady Tigers get the win here, 48-39. Again, they were down 9 in the second quarter. They cut it to 2, 24-22. They were struggling. They got to the stripe, took advantage in the first half. The big finish from Macy Franson, who had 10 first-half points, and then they just kind of made this thing happen for themselves in that second half. The points that Macy Demon scored in low off those feeds you talked about, Wong, and then the big 3 from Courtney Hamill that gave them the lead finally, and then they hold on to win at 48-39. Huge game from Lindsay Shue, 21 points. She had 5 3-pointers in this game, 2 of 2 at the line, 21 points, 8 points from Kennedy Allison. Shay Allison with 6, and Mackenzie Allison with 2 points. The Lady Tigers put 3 in double digits, nearly 4. 14 from Macy Franson leads it. 11 from Lauren Williams, Courtney Hamill 10, Macy Diekman 8, and then you chip in 2 from Caitlin Bonabless, 2 from Mac Edmondson, and 1 free throw in from Emily Ebert. Good win from Lady Tigers here tonight. It is 48-39. Lady Tigers over Minneapolis here on the road. Stay with us. We'll have boys basketball coming up in just a few.